Knightmare is still one of my all-time favourite shows of all time ever out of all shows ever shown, and so during the era of paying £2.99 for Spectrum games from the rotating wire shelves in the newsagents, I chose to save up £9.99 for the full price version of Knightmare on the Spectrum. After loading it, I got this. I should have figured out that the people behind it would put the same level of effort into the actual game as they did with that theme tune, but if I'd have figured that out, I'd have figured it out wrong, because that theme music is actually more faithful to the show than the game itself. Knightmare was famous for a few things. One, it was pretty slow. In every run you'd have time to figure out what was going on, make choices, solve puzzles, and choose your path. Two, there was no combat. Picking up weapons was frowned upon, and as you were walking around with a bucket on your head, any denizens of the dungeon who saw you with a weapon would immediately assume you were hostile and take advantage of your bucket-headedness and send you packing. 3. The only way is onward. There is no turning back. So what did the creators of this game choose to do? Well, I happen to have a recording of the initial design meeting with Activision. Right, there's this kid, right? He's got a bucket on his head, right? And it's in a dungeon, and there's this guy who runs the dungeon, right? And he kind of wants you to fail, but he doesn't really, but he won't actually help you. And he'll mock you if you do fail, but it's like his dungeon or something in it. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, and it doesn't matter that you've got a bucket on your head either, because you can see everything anyway, right? And you're free to roam about the place, and then, get a sword and fight some knights and a dragon. Oh, and don't make the guy in the game actually look like the guy from the show, because we might have to pay him extra for his resemblance or something. And maybe have some other guy pop up too, we don't really know. Oh, and have nothing make sense either, that's how puzzles work, innit? Oh, one more thing, right? There's a woman tied up, there always is in these things, isn't there? But make sure you can see, she's got giant, massive, honking tits, right? Utterly insulting, intentionally infuriating, the Eyeshield has conjunctivitis, someone shat in the helmet of justice.